Hello guys. This is on Facebook, but I'm just going to do this live. I want to give my thoughts on the NXT stuff. Now, I probably have talked about, probably my feelings on, them being released and everything like that. But there are some YouTubers out there that love big, strong wrestlers, basically, like Brock Lesnar or I don't know, maybe like the Big Show or something. I would say like Brock Lesnar and are kind of happy that this is happening to NXT because they're like, hey, Triple H, you had your little indie little shit that you had, so your little indie darlings like Daniel Bryan and shit, fuck Daniel Bryan and shit. So fuck all of that shit. Vince McMahon is gonna get what he wants with the big strong men. So I'm making fun of those people because, to be honest, I want to say this: you kind of, in my opinion, you can disagree with me all you want. To be honest, at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck. I don't. Because I know what's happening to this planet, and at the end of the day, me talking about this shit really doesn't fucking matter at the end of the fucking day. Seriously, it doesn't matter. Is it going to matter when you're 6 feet under? No, it's not. So why the fuck are you talking about it? Why the fuck am I talking about it? It's in my head, so I had to fucking talk about it. Or else it's going to be stuck in my head, and I'm going to fucking go crazy and fucking... then everyone's going to look at me like a fucking crazy asshole. But moving on. The reason I say that is because isn't that disrespectful to Chris Benoit and Eddie Guerrero? I just want to mention that. Oh, but Chris Benoit killed his family. So naive, so fucking naive without doing fucking one little research. Did you know the day that he died, it was on Wikipedia before WWE even said it? And some idiot is gonna be like, well, yeah. It was in the morning. In the morning. And they didn't find his body until the afternoon. So you fucking tell me who put that shit on Wikipedia. And it literally said it came from Connecticut, where WWE's headquarters was at. Okay? Now I understand people don't want indie wrestlers to go to WWE. I don't get that. I really don't. Why you don't want indie wrestlers to go to WWE? Because what, they're scrawny? And you don't want scrawny people to go to WWE because you rather have big guys and big men like what Vince wants? Apparently you want what Vince wants. Like, you just want to see big strong men naked. I think that turns you on, right? The reason I'm mentioning that is like, you guys sound ridiculous. I'm sorry. Look, I've never been a big fan of the big guys or anything like that. Like Brock Lesnar. I love Brock Lesnar. I like him as a wrestler and everything like that. And the new look that he has, he looks dope. I like that new look he has. And again, I'm like a guy like Roman Reigns. When I first saw Roman, treated the cruiserweights. So you mean to tell me fuck the cruiserweights? Oh, they have their areas in wrestling. At that point, I won't go to WWE because then you just get buried. You get buried if you fought Brock Lesnar. Well, yeah, no shit, because you're small and he's big. Well, this is wrestling. Anything can happen. Now, I'm not defending what's happening with NXT or anything like that. I'm not saying that. I'm not kissing Triple H's ass because at the same time, I'm looking at all this NXT stuff, and yes, it's fucked up that these wrestlers are leaving, but some of them are having some opportunities or going to other wrestling shit that they want them at. And the thing is, too, a lot of people look at WWE as like, oh, this is where the big sharks go. And I'm just like laughing, like, oh, this is where I'm going to say the truth here, and I don't give a fuck if anybody doesn't agree with me. Because I know thyself. Do you know thyself? No, because you haven't gone with nature and actually meditated with nature. You just want to fucking see product that want to distract you from what's really happening to the planet. And that's what pisses me off about the wrestling business. And that's what pisses me off about wrestling fans in general. Just wrestling fans. Because wrestling fans are fucking goddamn stupid. Yeah, I said it. They're fucking stupid. They're fucking retarded. Alright? Seriously, when Triple H says that he sold his soul, and then everyone's like, I'm hearing that, and I'm like, all of you guys are idiots. All of you are idiots, and all of you deserve to fucking literally get eaten by fucking reptiles that rape little fucking babies. Yeah, I said it. I said it. I said it. I fucking said it. What are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna say? Oh, it's fucked up that you actually said that these reptiles are actually. Oh, but I thought you said I was wrong. All of a sudden, now that I mentioned that, you want to say that, oh, now you want to point out that, oh, there are reptiles? I thought you said there isn't reptiles. I thought you said that was crazy. See, you can't have it both ways, boo-boo. You can't have it both ways. Either you're in tune with yourself, or you're not. Alright? That's just the thing that I want to fucking discuss there, you know? But when it comes to NXT and everything like that, look, there's a reason why Vince is firing these people, obviously. A lot of people, look, remember when I said that, oh, you know, the Wednesday Wars and all that shit? I wasn't really paying attention to it. I knew AEW was going to beat NXT anyways. Look at the roster that AEW has compared to NXT. Literally. And then, look, there's some people that get pissed off that, you know, you have you have wrestlers out in NXT, then they go up to the main roster, and then they completely get a new gimmick and all that because Vince doesn't care about them. You know, Vince will just be like, you're just going to be a squash and that's it. You know, and that will piss off some fans. But then you have other fans that say, yeah, they should be a squash for big people because they're scrawny as fuck. And I'm over here in the background like, okay, so let's do that to Eddie Guerrero. Let's do that to Chris Benoit. Let's do that to Stone Cold Steve Austin. Let's do that to let's do that to Ric Flair. Let's do that to I don't know, Bret Hart. Where the fuck were those people at during the Attitude Era? Don't you fucking tell me, oh, but those guys had charisma. At that point, you're fucking being a hypocrite. At that point, you're being a fucking hypocrite, man. You're not thinking. You're not thinking straight. You're not thinking. In my opinion, you're not thinking. You're just looking at what's happening with this company, and you're like, and the other side is like, no. Technically, both of you guys sound like fucking walruses. Yeah. No. Both of you guys look like idiots. And I don't give a fuck if both of you guys came to me and tried to fucking fight over me with it. And I'll just make a video saying that, oh wow, you guys are actually coming together and getting along. Who knew? And it took one person to tell you to fuck off. Both of you. Seriously. Look, I enjoyed NXT for what it was. Should have been originally, yes, it was supposed to be developmental, but then it became its own show, which I didn't mind. But most people say, but that's the problem and shit, and you're part of the problem too. Why is it a problem that I wanted another alternative to WWE from their main roster? Their main roster is shit. Not their roster, but the main shows. They're shit. I don't care what you say about SmackDown. It's just shit. It's not what it used to be. SmackDown and Raw are not what they used to be, man. Okay? Sometimes you look at Raw and you be like, that's fine. Then you go to SmackDown and you feel that SmackDown. You feel that energy. You feel that SmackDown, basically, what The Rock said. You know? But now you don't feel that. The thing is, too, the whole thing when the whole Rock versus Brock Lesnar happened at SummerSlam, I didn't care for that match. I'm sure, was it a good match? Yeah. But everyone was just like booing at The Rock because they were looking at him. Yes, The Rock was on his way out, no shit. But people were booing at Rock because they looked at Brock Lesnar. Obviously, he was young and fresh, but because he was big. No, it's not because of that. Bitch, please. Yes, it is. For crying out loud, my mom's ex, every time he saw a big wrestler on screen, every time I watch wrestling, he's like, yo, he's going to kick that little guy's ass. And then when the little guy's ass kicked his ass, He actually got respect from that little guy. He looked at that little guy and he was like, wow, I thought he was going to lose. I thought he got his ass kicked, but yo, he made it, you know? But yeah, you have other wrestling fans that look at that and they're like, oh, that's stupid. That's unrealistic. We live in a world that's not fucking logical, to be honest. If it's fucking logical, talk to the government. Tell me if the government works on logic. They don't care. They fucking rape babies. You tell me that's logical? They have no logic in their brain. They're fucking disgusting motherfucker bastards. I'm always going to bring shit up that's in real life because that's happening. And you guys don't want, and some people don't want me to bring that up because it's too much for you. Oh, this is wrestling. I'm here to talk about wrestling. I'm here to learn about wrestling. I'm here to see about wrestling. Well, then go to a person that's fucking closed-minded. Because you're not going to get that from me. Hell no. Never. You're never going to get a closed-minded bastard from me. I said that right now. Because I ain't a bastard. Right? Shit. And look, it's not like I don't understand the both viewpoints. It's not like I don't. I do. But when you're hating and saying fuck Daniel Bryan, basically, what if I said, oh, fuck Brock Lesnar? Or fuck Goldberg back in the day? You would have told me fuck off, right? 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 To be honest, like, I've always wanted Jeff Hardy to be pushed when I was younger. And then when he got that championship, cool. And then eventually he lost it because I know how WWE is. You know? And yes, you could always make the argument Jeff is never really reliable, which he really isn't. But for example, maybe the thing is, any superstar that I can bring out that's probably scrawny or big has had problems with drugs and alcohol. Why do you think some of these wrestlers don't make it into their 40s? Is that happening now? Maybe. But WWE wants to keep quiet about it. I'm not saying it probably does not happen, but what if it did? So he said that's something you don't put in your mind. Because you want to be like, oh, WWE protects their talent. Really? Tell CM Punk that. You know, I didn't see the part when he returned. Everyone went crazy and all that. And people all making fun of him. Saying that, oh, he returned, but he lost in UFC and shit like that. And I'm just like, damn, guys, like, really? Like, I'm not the biggest CM Punk fan. Like, he's good in the mic and everything like that. You know? But, Jesus Christ, guys. You acting like you acting like he killed your mother. You acting like he raped your mother. Calm the fuck down. It's wrestling. Okay? Wrestling. You're acting like this is fucking life or death situation here. It's not. That's for spiritual enlightenment shit. That's why if you close-minded as fuck, you are going to perish. You're not going to make it very far in life. And you're not going to make it very far in the spirit world when shit goes down in this planet soon. Okay? For crying out loud, I didn't want to mention this, but there's other shit that's happening in other sides of the country that people are paying attention to. You should not pay attention about that shit. Alright? Focus on you. Your temple is literally your ward. So anything that you think, feel, and anything that you think and feel and see from the inside of yourself is your ward. So if you see destruction every time you close your eyes, that's what you're going to see. If you think to yourself that you're terrible and bad, that is what you're going to see. It goes back to these wrestling fans. If you think certain things about how this company is, instead of seeing it by the truth, basically, then you're not gonna see the truth. You're just gonna be blinded by it. Just like when I talk about what happened to Eddie and Chris Benoit. Okay? Don't be surprised if this year or next year WWE gets caught with that shit. Already there's an article, I haven't read it yet, but there's an article saying that WWE is getting more investigating with that whole Saudi Arabia shit. Did you know WWE paid a whole bunch of money to make sure they didn't go to court for the whole Saudi Arabia thing? WWE's fucked. Okay? And I'm surprised none of you guys are not seeing it. NXT is getting fucked over, and what Vince wants to do is going to fail anyways. Because he's a fucking senile old man that doesn't give a fuck about you or me anyways. Okay? This company is done. It's done. I see this company gone. This company's already gone. Oh, it's been gone a long time ago. No, I mean, guys, it's gone. It's gone. This company's no more. This company, you right now are seeing the death of this company. And you don't even fucking know it. And it's fucking hilarious to me. It is, it's fucking hilarious. You seeing the death of a company and you're acting like things are just normal around here. Oh, WWE is just gonna, keep going. Yeah, okay. Tell that to me when this company falls. Because everything that's going to get exposed to this company. Okay? So, with the whole NXT stuff, again, going back, I see two viewpoints. But when I hear of, when I hear one side of fans liking indies and then the other fans liking, big, scrawny guys, big guys, I'm looking at both sides and I'm just like, what do you guys want at the end of the day? To me, I'm looking at both of you guys and I'm like, I think you guys are not wrestling fans in general. Well, you guys ain't got into this shit. How did I become a wrestling fan? I became a wrestling fan because I liked the stories and the characters. I didn't care if if a superstar was scrawny or big. If you gave me a good story, then I'll be up to it. That's all I really cared about. But apparently, there's some people that care about, oh, are you indies or are you a big, strong man like Vince cares about? I don't care about none of that shit. If you're indies, okay. If you're a big guy, okay. But if you're going to use that as an agenda type thing, then fuck off and kiss my ass and suck my fucking goddamn cock. Suck my BBC, bitch. Oh, you... shut up. Shut up. Shut up. You don't know my body. You don't know my body. So fuck off. Just kiss my ass. Literally. And look, this doesn't go to the people. Look, this mostly just goes to the trolls and the haters. I'm not going after anybody. I'm not calling out anybody on this on this video. I'm not, because that's childish. It is. People, like, for example, if just Alex mentioned that, I would have been like, oh, how dare you, just Alex? No, like, I don't care. I'm 28 years old and I'm tired of all that shit, man. I'm tired of all the fucking arguing, all the fucking shit. Whatever happened to just being a wrestling fan and just liking, not what WWE gives you? No, I mean, if it's shit, point out that shit, of course. But whatever happened being a wrestling fan and just having fun, And sometimes wrestling could be cheesy, and to be honest, I like a little bit of cheese. Some people don't. They want wrestling to be serious all the time, and I'm like, do you take yourself seriously? Because that's sad, dude. Like, that sounds depressing as fuck, man. That sounds toxic as fuck. It does. It sounds toxic. You want to take yourself so seriously and not want to have fun? What? Have you ever made fun of yourself once or twice? If you have, then this conversation ain't for you, But if you haven't, then damn, man, like, I don't know what to say to you. I don't know what to say to you. I could say I feel sorry for you, but to be honest, I don't. I really don't. I could care less. But, like, all I have to say is, wow, man, like, who shit on your cereal? Seriously. Who shit on your cereal and who pissed on your fucking face while you were sleeping in bed? How good did that piss taste? But the NXT stuff, it was on the wall. We knew Vince was not going to deal with what AEW was going to do, and the fact that Vince wanted to compete with AEW with NXT is fucking hilarious to me. And they got destroyed. They got destroyed. For crying out loud, AEW had a match between women that bled and that was one of the best matches they had. I didn't see the match, but a lot of people love that match. And WWE comes and saying that, oh, because of that match, we hold back, we went back 30 years. I want to tell you guys, I want to tell some of you wrestling fans that love big, strong fucking superstars like Vince does. Are you happy about that? What WWE said? Or do you look at that match too and say that was good? Or do you look at that match too and be like, yeah, they did hold us 30 back years? Because if you do, I'm going to look at you like, damn, dude. What the? So you never watch a wrestling fight and suspect blood. Let me get a chair. Let me get a chair and hit you over the head with it and see what happens. If you bleed, I'm going to hit you again to make sure you do bleed. Concussion or not. And the thing is too, when it comes to that shit, WWE has so much money that they can literally buy stuff from Hollywood that are props that, you know, those glass that if they break on somebody, it doesn't really hurt them. It's a prop. It's not going to do anything. They have stuff of cookie sheets and freaking steel chairs. I remember going to a wrestling a practice wrestling thing for, like, you know, just the people how to train how to be a wrestler, and I told them that, and they were like, that's actually smart. And I'm like, thank you, that way no one doesn't get hurt. Yet WWE doesn't want to put money into it because they want to say, oh, we want to cut back. You are $1 billion company, you stupid piece of shit, and you want to cut back? You want to cut back? You want to cut back on what? See, when I hear WWE going back to those big, strong men and everything like that, all I see is a company that is just on its last legs. It's been on its last legs anyways. It's been on its I would say it's been on its last legs ever since Chris Benoit died. It has. It's been on its last legs ever since Eddie and Chris Benoit have died. And the fact that people don't see it and expect the wrestling business to keep going the way it is, at least for WWE, is fucking hilarious to me. Really. Okay? I'm not gonna, you know, there was some good stuff in NXT and everything like that. Same thing with WWE. But then, you know, there was a time that eventually stuff got fucked up. You know? And some superstars suffered. And I still don't get some of these superstars pointing out, oh, fuck the scrawny guys, fuck the indie guys. I just want... Look, I understand. I made a video saying that WWE doesn't know how to make wrestlers. And it's true, they don't know how to make wrestlers because they had to get them from OVW or from another fucking company. They couldn't make them on their own. And at first, that's what NXT was supposed to be about, but then it became its own show, which I really didn't mind all that much. But when they went to Raw or SmackDown, they weren't giving shit. At least for Raw. Because Vince saw them, they were like, they're not big enough. They're not big. I don't believe them as being big and shit. And the thing is, if you have that mindset too, all I have to say is, what era do you live in? In the 50s? The 70s? Because apparently you want to live in that era. Same thing with Vince. You want to go back to those glory days the way Vince was. That's the way I see it. And I'm just like, if that's the case, we would never got Eddie Guerrero. We would never got Chris Jericho. We would never got the Hardy Brothers. We would never got those people. And don't tell me that, oh yeah, we would. No, we wouldn't. Stop lying to yourself. Stop being a fucking, dare I say, a hypocrite. Yeah, I know I butchered it, but I did it on purpose. Hypocrite. That means hypocrite / quit. You hypocrite, but you also quit. Because you quit. You quit of thinking that, so that way you could be a hypocrite. Basically, if that made sense. Seriously. But you're a hypocrite. It's a hypocrite move. You can disagree with me all you want. That's fine. But that's just the way I see it. Because I don't know, man. Like, for real. All I know is like, if you want big, strong, sexy men the way Vince wants, then more power to you. If you want indie guys and that's all you want, and not a mixture, then more power to you. Because when I grew up with wrestling, there was a mixture. We even had small people like midgets, and most people were like, "Oh, that's offended." What do you want? Small people. We had those back then, and people didn't want that because they thought it was offensive and shit like that. And I'm like, that's sad that we don't have that now because you thought it was offensive, even though those people wanted to be wrestlers because they just want to be wrestlers. Oh, but oh, just go to a mini me wrestling company. I would have been like, damn, dude, like you're acting like they can't be in WWE and do something. For example, oh, they could be like Hornswoggle. Oh God, I'm not saying they have to fight Brock Lesnar. You know, Jesus Christ, it's the same thing with the women. How come we don't have women versus freaking? How come we don't have a female wrestler versus a male wrestler? Oh, they're too fragile. Bullshit. Half of these women are men, anyways. Yeah, I said it. I said it. I said it. And half of these men are women, anyways, just like Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar was actually a woman. Yep. Yeah, I said it. I fucking said it. All right. And Charlotte Flair. You want to know what happened to her brother? That's her brother. That's her brother. Charlotte Flair is actually the man. And I'm not talking about Becky Lynch. What do you think to call her the man? Because she is. She's a man. Oh, but she got pregnant. Is that what they told you? You see? You see? That's why you don't think for yourself. You want to agree to anything that they fucking tell you here, man. Articles, the news. And you don't want to fucking spend 5 minutes every day meditating and going outside. And yet you're going to tell me that's stupid. Go see a therapist? For meditating outside and connecting to the planet. The planet knows more than you. Okay? And you're telling me to see a therapist for connecting to the planet? I can, for crying out loud, I used to go to therapy. And I told my therapist about, like, spiritual stuff. And she agreed with me. Because she is not stupid. She knew. I stopped going to therapy a long time ago because when I went inside myself, I realized that you need to love yourself more. Okay? Okay? That was years ago. Okay? I'm not talking about like it happened this year and shit. No. Bitch. It's funny when I talk about spirituality, some people think that, oh, you just started. No, I haven't, bitch. No, I haven't. Alright? I became more spiritual around 2016. And then became more potent in 2019. Alright? But I was been I would say I've been spiritually in tune with myself since 2012. And that's a long time. Okay? Tell me what you guys think down below. Do you disagree or agree? You can disagree and agree with me all you want. That's fine. I just want to get my thoughts out there. You know? Because I just see certain things that are happening in social media between one side that wants indies and the other side that wants big, strong men like Vince. And I'm looking at both sides like, ugh. Like, I'm looking at both sides like, you guys are acting both stupid. Both of you guys should just buy a cup of coffee and fuck each other. Because apparently you want something for the business without looking back and looking at the business and being like, this company's drowning. How long? I haven't seen this for a while. Oh no, it's been a drowning ship for a while. Ever since Chris Benoit and Eddie died. Okay? There's even rumors out there that I don't know if it's 100% true, but I have to look into it. I don't know. But I've heard that Eddie and Chris Benoit were actually lovers. That's why Chris Benoit went like when Eddie died. That's why when people say WWE killed Eddie and Chris Benoit, it's true. And all you guys want to fight over it. You want to fight the people that say the truth over it. And yet you want to watch a product that literally doesn't give a shit about you. So who's the real dumbass here? Not me, because I've done the research. And what I said in the beginning of the video used to search that shit up. Because there's people that made videos of what I said about the whole Chris Benoit shit, and they even said, hey, I'm not saying he did this and that, but it is questionable of what happened on that day before everyone found out. WWE knew about it before they even announced it. That's kind of shady. That's kind of weird. Okay? Seriously. Oh, but maybe they knew in the morning. Then how come they said they didn't know until the afternoon? How come we were told that they didn't know Chris Benoit died until the officers went in the afternoon? Not in the morning. That's what we were told. At least that's what I was told. Am I getting my facts wrong? Am I getting my history wrong? I'm saying when they found his body, not when the time stamp of when he killed his fucking family, quote unquote. And then you don't want to look back at what his wife did. You want to pay attention to that fucking stupid documentary of The Dark Side of the Ring. You want to pay attention to that piece of shit. Fuck that fucking commentary. Okay? And the fact that Chris Jericho commentary that fucking thing should say something. Chris Jericho is hiding all that shit, man. Chris Jericho know what really happened to Eddie and Chris Benoit. He knows. So does Chavo and Vicky Guerrero. And Vince. They all know. They all know what really happened to fucking Eddie and Chris Benoit. They just don't want to say shit. Okay? If you look back in wrestling, Eddie had a red rose. When he was with, Mamacita. Remember that? Remember that shit? Yo, man. Latino heat, man. But he had a red rose. What does that tell you? Know the symbols of the red rose, the white rose, and the black rose. And if you don't know that symbol, if you don't know those symbols of what red, white, and black mean, oh my god, how dumb are you? How naive are you? We're in 2021, and you're acting like this shit just came up. This is years upon researching and years of just looking back. And you're acting like, oh, you just pulled this out of your ass? Yeah, okay. I pulled that out of my ass. Even though I fucking researched more than 5 years. Shit, man. When all of it, the thing is, too, for example, I know this is still about wrestling and stuff, but I want to say, for example, here, when you had a favorite celebrity that died, wouldn't you want to search of how they died and everything like that, look at the fine print, and all of a sudden you see something, you're like, wait a minute, this doesn't add up to this, and this article says this, but this article says this, but this article says that. Something doesn't add up. You see, you would do that, but you would never do that to wrestling, or these wrestlers. What is wrong with you people? See, it's that type of ignorancy and type of naiveness that pisses me off about the wrestling fan base. It does. How can I respect the wrestling fan base if you guys are so fucking retarded sometimes, man? I feel disgusted sometimes every day for being a wrestling fan just because of you guys. Not because of what WWE is doing, because of you. Because of you fans. If my kid ever told me, hey, did you watch wrestling? I'm going to tell my child, no, I never watched wrestling in a day in my life. I thought it was shit. I'll literally lie to my kid. Sadly. I'll probably tell my kid down the line, yeah, I did watch wrestling once, but I stopped because people were just being stupid. Well, was it the companies? The company, yes, but mostly the fans. That's one of the reasons why I stopped watching wrestling anyways. Because the fans. Should I even call them fans? They're not fans. They're trolls. They want to be fans. Ever since the internet age started, all these people just want to be like wrestling fans and shit. It's true. Ever since the internet age has happened, you get fake people that think they love a certain product, but when you look deep inside their eyes, they don't care. They don't care. Why do you think some of them don't be on camera? Because they don't want to show you they don't want to show you their face. They don't want to show their face, and you can see their expression and their tone. That's how you can really read a person. Oh, did you went to college? No, I just can read a person, dude. There's people like that around here, and they didn't have to go to college to learn that shit. But yet, you grew up learning that if you don't have a certain type of paper that comes from a tree that you had to chop down, that's fine, right? That's fine, right? This is why war is actually happening in this planet. You do know that, right? There's a war that's going to happen in this planet. And no, it's not between what's happening across the seas or China or America. No, that shit's a lie. That's all a distraction of what the real war is, of what's happening. What's the real war? It's the spiritual war. And that shit hasn't ended since... That shit hasn't ended. That shit has been going on since 1492. This is what happens when you do your research about the history, the true history. Not the history that they tell you. That's what happens when you have a brain of your own. Okay? That's what happens when you turn off technology, you go to nature, you meditate 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or 30 minutes every fucking day. And if that's hard for you, you're never going to make it out of this fucking system that you call life. You're never going to make it out of here. You're just going to be stuck in a loop of life and death over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. That's not the way to live. The fuck's wrong with you? Okay? Look, I'm not saying I went on a tangent there because this goes to everything that I've been feeling lately about all these wrestling fans and how wrestling fans are in general. Not all of you guys are stupid. Not all of you guys are dumb. Not all of you guys are the same. But my God, when you put a whole bunch of people together in the group, you guys show your true colors. And I'm just like, oh, get away from me. Get away from me. Get away from me. Reason why I stopped buying DVDs of wrestling. Reason why I stopped buying anything with wrestling on it. That's why I don't want to get 2K22. If my sister gets it, I'll borrow it from her. Even though I told her, please don't get it. You're going to waste your money, sister. Because I try to be that person to help either my friends or family. Even though I might fuck myself over. Even though my higher self sometimes might be like, don't do that. Please don't do that. And yes, I will have to listen to my higher self because my higher self is trying to protect me. Trying to make sure that I don't get fucked over from naive people. That's why you have to listen to your intuition. Because if you don't listen to your intuition, guess what happens? You're going to get kicked in the curve. And you're going to be fucking miserable. And you're going to wonder why this happened to you. Instead of saying, what is this teaching me? Shout out to Ralph Smart for that shit. Because it's true. So in closing, if you wrestling fans disagree with me, fine. Disagree with me. At least you finally came together and fucking agreed on something. TheSkullKlown, you disagreed on me. I remember on my old YouTube channel, I was talking about, like, the dark side of the wrestling is crap. And so many people disliked that video. And some of my subscribers were like, damn, man, like, these people are dumb. And I'm like, yeah, I know. Can you believe it? They're showing the true colors right here. All right here. All these wrestling fans showing their true colors, saying that you're stupid, you're retarded, see a therapist. When you want to learn the truth and someone gives you it and you still deny it, That is cognitive dissonant, and you're never going to make it in life. You're never going to make it in life. What if your own child came to you and say that something happened to them? Are you going to believe them? Or are you just going to be like, no, fuck you? At that point, I lost all respect for you. At that point. At that point, you should not even deserve to have a child. At that point, you deserve your child to be taken away from you. Not by the government, someone else that actually cares about, kids and don't want them to get hurt. Because they're all the future. Okay? We're all supposed to protect our women and children. And we haven't been doing a good job about that. That's why the planet's doing what she's doing. Okay? In other states of the world. Have you noticed that? I don't want to get into that deep, but I just want to say one thing about that too. In other sides of the world, she's attacking civilizations. Why? Because they're not supposed to be. They're not supposed to be here. They're not supposed to be here. Why do you think in California, it's on fire, but it's only in the only Caucasian neighborhoods? The planet doesn't want you here. Okay? Oh, that's racist. Yeah, the planet's racist. Okay? Yeah, okay. That's how I know that you're stupid. What else are you going to tell me? The sun is racist because it's actually popping, making your freaking cheeks swell up and making you pop? Yeah, that's actually happening to people. That's it. That is. And if you don't believe me, I will literally link. I do. I have receipts. And that's the thing. When I have receipts, no one doesn't want to fucking take them. Right? Because they know. They know I'm telling the truth. They just want to fucking... They just want to be like, oh yeah, right. See, they think they know everything, but you don't know shit. I'm not saying I know everything. No. When you become spiritual, you learn the fact that you don't know everything. So you learn more. You meditate and you learn more from your past lives and shit. Right? That's just a personal thing. A lot of people might come here looking at the wrestling stuff and be like, I don't want to learn that stuff. And you know what? I don't feel sorry for you. I don't feel sorry for you because you don't want to learn. You don't want to learn at all. Do you know Christopher Columbus was a rapist and a child molester? Do you know that? Yeah. Then why in the fuck you learning in school still that Christopher Columbus was a good person? No, he wasn't. He never was. That's just an example, man. Why do you think they fucking take down his statues recently, not so long ago? They put fucking like paint on it and shit, like blood. That's not because that's not because of it. That's not because all people want to. People found out and they got pissed and they went all over the world to take his fucking statue out. Okay? I think they did that around here in Connecticut, in Massachusetts or some shit. So, let me end this video with a wrestling thing. Because obviously I've been talking about wrestling, but some spiritual stuff too. Because you guys need to know this shit. It's 2021. Alright? This is actually the future of people, to be honest. I hope you know that. The future, people are going to talk about spiritual stuff in their videos. And if you don't like that, well, too bad. You're just not going to... You're not going to be part of the norm. At first, we were the minority. Now we're going to be part of the whole crowd. That's going to happen soon. Because people are waking up. They're seeing through the bullshit. Okay? And when it comes to bullshit, speak no farther than WWE. Because WWE is the biggest bullshit that there is. And some of these fans don't make it fun anymore. They don't. They don't. Even, I've noticed too, sometimes, even when WWE tries to have a little bit of fun, just a teeny bit, people don't care for it. They don't look at that. And I'm just like, did anyone just saw this? No, because you just want to complain now. Now I'm not saying everything that WWE does is gold and fine wine. Oh no, 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 no. Don't get it twisted. Okay, everything WWE's been doing right now has been not good at all. And I already know this company is going to fall, and I just don't care. I'm waiting for the. I'm just sitting back and relaxing and waiting for this company to just burn while falling. It's a sinking ship, right? It's a sinking ship, and no one's not realizing it. We're on the Titanic, all right? The boat is literally about to break in half, and you're literally like in catering, freaking eating food and shit, being covenant this and that there's a fucking water up to your neck. So how you been? Oh, you know. That's what's happening to WWE. If you're not seeing it, why do you think some wrestlers took the opportunity to leave when they were doing budget cuts? Some superstars were upset that they got left, but some of them saw the opportunity of like, yeah, hell yeah, I could do something else now. You know? Just saying, man. Just saying. Okay? Literally. Just saying. So, so give me your thoughts. Give me your thoughts. Again, you could agree with me or disagree with me. That's fine. That is fine. This video just goes to I just had to get this out there. My feelings about it. My perspective. My view on things that what I see in the world. And what I see when it comes to fans of wrestling and what's happening with WWE. And the people that, that want those big, strong men in WWE don't want the weak ones like Daniel Bryan. I get it. I get it. No, trust me, I do. Look, I do. I get where you're coming from. I do. I really do get where you're coming from. But when you say certain things like, oh, fuck Daniel Bryan, I'm just looking back at the other wrestlers like Eddie Guerrero, and I'm like, so fuck him too, right? Because Daniel Bryan is a good wrestler. He's not bad. But just because he's from the Indies, you don't want him to be in WWE? What? Can you be more specific for me? Because I really don't get the mindset of where you're trying to portray yourself, to be honest. I'm not trying to portray myself, nothing. Uh-huh. Okay. Is that what you tell yourself? Is that what you tell yourself? Maybe you should look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself that. That just goes to some people. It doesn't go to all. That's why if some people get offended about it, I'm like, does it go to you? I'm just talking to certain people. But if you feel offended about it, maybe it does go to you. I don't know. Again, I see both sides of people's opinion. It's just, again, I'm not trying to, I don't want to repeat myself here. Because, I'm just about to close this video soon. So, I just hope you guys realize, do you hope to pay the bills? No. I just want you guys to be cautious of what's out here. And I want you to be cautious of how your mind is. Because your mind is like a computer. And I also want you to be cautious of how WWE is treating their fans and the product. And you. Just you in general. Like you have the fans, the product, and you. Because you can react to what the fans are saying. You can react to what WWE is doing. But at the end of the day, when you go to sleep, are you losing sleep over it? If you're not, okay then. That's fine. You can get your words out there and everything like that. Get your feelings out there. I'm not saying you should not do that. You should. Get it out there. Get it out there. Leave that out of your system. Trust me, you need it. You need it. That's the one thing I will always say. If you need to do a rant video, telling people to fuck off, fuck you, and fuck this, fuck that. Look, I get it. I get it. Sometimes we need to leave off that steam. I get it. because keeping that stuff inside of you is not good. But when we leave it out, when we take it out, we feel pretty good and relaxed and pretty calm down because we got that shit out of our system. That's why when WWE does some crazy shit, we just want to speak about it. Because if we keep that shit inside of us, we're gonna be nasty people. We'll be depressed, nasty people. And I think that's how majority of the wrestling fans are. You know? They're kind of out loud. Like, there's some wrestling fans that once a superstar comes in, debut, they want them to have a title shot. They want them to go to WrestleMania. They want them to win the Royal Rumble, all in the span of 1 year. And I'm like, no, that doesn't, no. There's a progression, there's time, there's effort, and there's a story narrative that goes to that. Okay? Seriously. That's what I loved about wrestling. You know? And when the whole Daniel Bryan movement happened, you know, I was there. You know, I was up for it and everything like that. But when I look at the people that, you know, want what Vince wants, you know, the fans, what Vince wants and everything like that, and what's happening to NXT, and they're like, well, this was going to happen anyways, and NXT's been dead and stuff like that, which I've said this before and I said it again. This company has been dead since Chris Benoit and Eddie died. Okay? Seriously. All right? So, that's it, actually. That's it. I don't, yeah, I'm sorry I'm saying and everything like that. It's just, I'm trying to think what else I could say in this video and what I can say to you guys. But hey, it is what it is. If you, again, it is what it is. I see you guys later. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you're new, and if you like this video. If you don't, I don't care. You can dislike, go ahead. I don't give a fuck. You fucking weirdo. Shout out to Dr. Wafila. But yeah, if you do, cool. If you don't, all right then. I'm not gonna lose sleep over it. I have other things that I care about, like my high, like me. I care about me, and I care about my mental health. Because a lot of people around here, especially wrestling fans, don't care about their mental health. But hey, I'm not going to tell you you should care about it, because then everyone's just going to be like, oh, what do you know? Oh, stop trying to help me. You're right. I shouldn't help you because you don't deserve it.